Hey guys, and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how to get through an entire Disney park with your little ones. Today's video is a collaboration with a couple other moms who also love Disney. Stacy's Mommy's Magic, Let Your Faith Be Bigger, and Happily Organized Chaos. We have all gotten together to create these videos for you, so please be sure to check out their videos as well. They will be linked down below. So let's get going. All right, my first tip that I would give for getting through the whole day with your littles at the Disney park is don't stress. Realize that things are not going to go the way that you planned or are thinking they are. You're going to move slow, probably slower than what you have envisioned in your mind. So just be prepared for that and say, you know what? We're going to get done what we get done, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So don't worry about it or stress about it. Another thing I would say is do plan, which I know it's kind of funny because I just said don't worry about your plans, but do have a plan, because if you don't have a plan with your littles, you're going to spend a lot of time just trying to figure out what on earth you're doing, and then since you move slow anyway, you're not going to get anything done. So if you go into the park with a tentative schedule of what you're going to do and when you're going to do it, it at least kind of gives you a path to try and follow. But yeah, don't stress if you don't follow the path or if things go awry. A third tip that I would have is take meal breaks. Don't just try and grab something and go. Take your time, stop, eat at least 2 meals of the day, like sitting down, just chilling out. It doesn't have to be necessarily a sit-down restaurant, but don't just eat on the run. Give your kids that time they probably will need just to kind of chill out and relax. And if you happen to be at a hotel that's close enough, I would recommend maybe even going back to the park or going back to your hotel for naps. That kind of depends on how many days you're going to be there. For example, if we are going to be there 5 days, I like to try and go back for naps like on the 3rd day. Kind of helps break up the week, and usually by that 3rd day we're just kind of tired anyway. But if you're only going to be there 1 day, I would probably skip nap and do as much as I could in the park. So just kind of play that one by ear as well. And then another tip, I guess is 4th, I think I'm on 4, is use the FastPass system or the Child Swap system, whichever one you can use, or use both if possible. Kind of depends on which park you're going to. I don't know if Disney World really does the Child Swap the way Disneyland does. I do know they have the fast passes there though. But yes, that'll help if you don't have to stand in line forever with a bunch of little kids. That is always a good thing. So when possible, skip lines. And then my 5th tip would be to just kind of be aware of what they can handle, what they can't. If it's a ride you know is going to stress them out and be scary, maybe just skip that one this time, because it's not worth having an upset child and being stressed out about yourself just for that experience. Just do what works for you guys, and realize next time you can do that. We really wanted to do Fantasmic, but because of scheduling, it has not worked out for us to go to Fantasmic this year at Disneyland or Disney World. So we just skipped it, and I'm sad because I love Fantasmic, but you know, it didn't work. I didn't know if my kids would really like the whole atmosphere, and it's late at night and it's not their best time, and so we said, you know what, it's just not worth the stress. We're gonna skip that. So we skipped that. But just find kind of what works for you guys, and don't worry about what you're not doing. That's probably my biggest tip, especially if you're someone who goes to Disney quite a bit. I think it's easy for us to be like, oh, but we always do this, and if you can't always do that, then you start to get stressed out. But each trip is different. Each time you go with different people, it's different. So just relax and enjoy the moment, and try not to worry too much about the rest of the day. Anyway, another tip, I guess this is 6, would be to use the child care centers if you have really little kids. They have them at all of their parks. There's at least one at each park, and they have a nice room to nurse in. They have changing areas. They have little potty chairs for children who are potty training. They have snacks, they have medicine at a cost. The nursing room stuff is free, but if you're going to buy like food or medicine, it costs. Diapers, if you run out of diapers. But they are a great place to go to kind of get away from the crowds. It's a quiet place. It's kind of a nice place to go and just get some downtime, especially if you have really little ones like babies. And it just gives you a moment of silence and peace and a moment to nurse without there being chaos all around. So that's a really nice place to go and get some chill time. And then I know a lot of people like to take snacks into the park with them, and I do take snacks into the park with me sometimes too, but that's kind of something we play by ear. If I'm going with a meal plan, I do not take snacks in the park because I never actually end up using them, but when I'm not going with a meal plan, I do take some because it is nice to have snacks to hand out, like if you're waiting for a parade or fireworks or something like that. Again, that kind of just is tailored to your children. We are actually not very big snackers in my family, so we just don't require a lot of snacks, but I know some children like to have something to eat all the time, so I would recommend taking snacks, because if you do go to get something, you're going to be waiting in line. It's going to be a while. Your snacks there are not instant. So, yes. Number 7, I should have written down these numbers, goodness. I would say strollers. Pretty much for children 6 and under, I would say you probably are going to want some type of a stroller. I do a double stroller and a single stroller. I've got 4 children though, ages 7 and younger. My oldest does not ride in a stroller, but he is a great walker. He has been a great walker since he was 3, and he just has so much energy, he has never really wanted a stroller. My 5-year-old, her legs don't work, apparently, and so anytime we go somewhere like Disney, she suddenly has to ride in a stroller. So we have a single stroller for her, and then I do the double for the 2 little ones who are now 1 and 3. They were baby and 2 when we went, but yes, so you are going to want some type of stroller. So just figure out what type of children you have and their ages and what type of stroller system would work for you. And there are a ton of different options with strollers too. So that's something to look into today. Anyway, have fun at Disney. I hope you guys have a blast, and I hope your littles enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye.